Hey, what's up everybody? Spabrog here, and I'm here to give you the H-Hour Weekly Community Update number 63. This week we got a patch, and it was actually pretty decent. A lot of the stuff that was in the patch, like the bulky stuff, you can't really see because it has to do with animations and fixing the skeleton. So let's just get into it. So on the 28th of November, which is yesterday because I'm filming this on Tuesday and it's early in the morning, I just played some games, played like 3-4 maps actually, with some of the morning crew, and it was pretty fun. The stuff that we have is pretty cool, and I guess it'll give some people some play, some reason to play. Along with the animations that we got, I mean, when I say animations, take it with a grain of salt right now, because I know a lot of people are thinking like, whoa, you guys rehold the whole thing? Yeah and no, and we'll get to that in a second. So let's just get into the patch notes from top to bottom. So patch notes, new features. They're awarding tracking. They have awarding and tracking of MVP. So now we have an MVP like little screen at the end of the game. So if you guys remember the SOCOM 2 days or SOCOM days in general, there's like an MVP screen. It shows like your accuracy. It shows how many headshots you got, and it shows which team won, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool. I feel it gives some, the people who are playing, it gives them something to play for, and I like that aspect. It makes the game more competitive. And then, one thing I always used to notice is back in the day, like, my goal was to get MVP in every game. So it's a good way to see where you're at as a player, and especially when you're like second place to MVP, and you're like, yo, I need to get this kill, and then you just go even harder, and then you get it. It just feels so much better. So really cool. They have that. Obviously MVP comes with a match summary display, so I have all that. And again, all these things are linked to your profile statistics page and leaderboard, so it has all that, and they're now displayed there. So very cool, very cool. And now they have a server config defined ban time for kick players. So if you get kicked, vote to kicked or whatever, you won't be able to rejoin the server right away. I don't know how long the temp ban is, but you get a temporary ban, and that is the message you get. On the initial kick, it says lost connection. If you try to rejoin, it says temporary kick ban. So it shows people, hey, stop fucking around, stop team killing or whatever. I heard there was a problem like that the other day, but whatever. So animations, okay, this is something you guys know that I've been like freaking crying for a year now, right? It's a work in progress though. Obviously animations take really long, especially the way he had to do stuff. So I know Rosie said last week about how they had to like retarget a bunch of things, and then they had to give it to Jason so he could code it, and so a lot, 400 animations of just like the same thing we've done. So I'm just gonna read what it says here. It says transition to the new animator's assets, which contains a significant amount of framework corrections and sets the foundation for future work. People so far, they see that this patch has like some animation changes, and they're like, oh my god, they probably changed the whole thing. No, you won't notice it. It even says here, it says most of this initial work will not be noticeable to players. People who play a lot don't notice it. Me, I barely notice it, to be honest. The more I played, I noticed like something like his back is better for me. The way they run is better. The strafe looks a little bit more fluid. I don't know if that's like a thing. The crouching, like the crouch to prone, looks a lot better. The legs look great, but I think that was implemented last patch. And the way they hold their gun, so let's get into it. So almost 400 animations were retargeted. A new skeleton was created, and all characters retargeted to that skeleton. And yeah, so they made a new skeleton. So there's a lot of like foundation work basically for the animations, which is cool. That's the, that's all the bulky stuff. Now from now on, I think we'll see noticeable stuff. Alright, so one broken character was worked on and re-imported. So Lucky, in this patch, something's weird with him in one of the animations that we just got. So yeah, so again, it says note the volume of retargeting. So there's a lot of stuff to be retargeting could disrupt some animations, so please report any new issues you see in game related to animations. And I think we see one. So oh my god, I'm happy to say that we finally have dive to prone. So we have a dive to prone animation, and when you're running forward, you just press stance change or prone, and it'll let you move forward and dive. And you probably see it in the game because I'm doing it a lot, to be honest. You probably saw it right from jump. But yeah, so that's there. There is a little bug. Remember the dolphin slide that we used to have back in the day? That's in the, you know, it's in there again, which a lot of people are not too cool about. I mean, me personally, I don't see it as much. I really don't care if it's in, because you really can't aim after you dive. I think so, like, it's not cheap, you know what I mean? But again, it still looks kind of like, ugh, it looks clunky. But I think Jason could fix that. I think that's just something that came with it. But you know, at the same time, we have to find a middle ground, because before, to get up from prone, you have to like from prone to crouch, you know, you get up kind of quick, but you can't like move right away. So I hope they keep this, because I think, or like kind of tweak it to a way where like you don't get that much forward momentum when you get up, because I feel like you get up way fast and you move fast. I think that's where the problem really lies. Also, the dive to prone, it only triggers when you're running forward. I remember in SOCOM I could do it backwards, like I could dive to prone backwards, right, left, up, right, up, left. But I think it's just because it's first pass that he just gave us something. So that's wishful thinking. So Fred, if you're listening, if possible, can you give us a dive to prone to the side, you know, backwards? But yeah, with this, it's pretty good. Honestly, I have never felt so happy to dive to prone in my life. I'll be getting shot like mid-map, and I'm about to hit a wall, and I'll just dive, and that little dive will save me. And that's like the main purpose of it. And I miss stuff like that, and definitely that gives me some nostalgic factor there. And yeah, so you're gonna notice that the hand placement is different on the weapons. All right, so there is a tweaked equipment throw, so wrist action is less prominent. I don't know what that means. I guess it's like a visual thing. I didn't really notice it too much. I never really look at my hands when I'm throwing nades, but you could probably like catch it if you're watching the video. Hand placement on the animations for weapons and equipment tweaked, and more work to come, as IK for hand placement is yet to be built, coded and enabled. I don't know what IK is, but I have to say the way the characters hold their guns now, so much better. It's only when they hold their guns. Pistols, I didn't really see it much. It still looks like it still has the same animation for now. And yeah, so minor tweak to jump. You'll see that if you stand still in neutral and you just neutral jump, you'll see like the legs come up. I think that's just a way to deal with it. You know, for now, I think that he was just like working on it, and it you know, he didn't get to put it in there yet, but hey, they're looking at the jump, so that's really cool, because the jump right now looks kind of whatever. I heard that when you forward jump, it looks more fluid. I'm gonna probably have to look back at some videos, but I don't really see it. I guess it wasn't noticeable. But yeah, dive to prone is definitely in there, and it's really good. There's bug fixes and other changes. So continued fire while planning. So before, if you were firing your gun while you were planning, your ammo in the existing clip will continue to be consumed even though the character is not even firing. Control acceleration behaves opposite from expectation. So they changed like the acceleration. For some reason, it wouldn't like change. I don't know why. Alright, it says how it works now. When lowering right stick acceleration, right stick responds with slower movement when making. Yeah, when raising. Oh, okay. Okay, good. You're good now. Don't worry. It's just gonna be accurate. Let's just put it that way. It says unable to choose action when more than one is available. When attempting to hold the action F key by the. Oh, now you could scroll. Wow, I didn't know that. I did that earlier, and I was like, okay, maybe it was always in the game, and I was just bad at it. But yeah, you could hold F and then like press the lean buttons, and then you could pick your, like, you know, like in SOCOM, like pick up a gun, should I dance, should I pick up the pistol, stuff like that. The mic icon stays when player leaves the game. Stays active when player leaves game. That was like a bug. So what they did was, if you held the mic and you left the game, you would still be there, which is retarded. So now the change is it terminates, like the transmission now terminates after 5 seconds. You could just keep like refreshing it though. Stop mic transfer during key events such as leaving the game. Okay. Alright, so this is cool too. UI modifications, controller navigation and menus. Oh my god. Yeah, it's better. Honestly, the screen just looks a lot cleaner. It's still like not up there yet, but before, what we had before was just trash. And transition UI elements to a model that eventually allow for navigation via controller. So the UI could be managed from controller, so that's great. There's still a work in progress and will be updated through coming patches. Again, yeah, none of these things are first pass. But whatever the case is, they updated the armory a little bit. The armory background looks better. I like it. I feel like the artwork in the back is still too much for one of the things, but it's cool. Like the armory lighting is better. You see a lot more like the idle animation, and it still needs to be done. And you can see like dance animations preview to the armory. So if you really want to see how your character looks prior to actually clicking it, it's better that way, especially if you're a new player and you want to see like how all the dances look. You can just do that. It's only 4 for now, but hey, it's there. Also, profile stats, MVP is there. Yeah, in addition to new backgrounds on stat pages, temple map changes. They changed some lighting issues, and light added in stairway to waterfall, which was too dark before. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the patch. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but the main part is that the animation foundation is there, and we have a dive to promo for now. So with that said, you could look for like really cool stuff. I'm really expecting, like, I have high hopes for, I'm not sure, but I have high hopes for some jump to climb, climbing ladders, I don't even know. Yeah, like explosion knockback, better like handles on the guns. Again, for the animations, they hold their guns better, like their main primaries, and they don't like, sometimes you get this random kickback on the gun. It look weird. And honestly, now that I've seen the animations a little bit, even though they're subtle, I don't feel like I'm like a toy soldier like that, you know? I feel like that the regular animations that we have right now could get tweaked to be a little bit more like soldier-esque, but I think that he's gonna tweak that as time goes on. He just had to like retarget everything, basically. So I know the crouch looks different to me. It looks like I like the way he crouches and moves. That looks good to me. That's like very soldier-esque, and you know, I feel like that could be helped. You know, that could be worked on a little bit. Also, one thing I want to talk about is like the MVP screen. It looks a little like cluttered. I feel the text could be different. I like the idea, but like one thing that this game doesn't really have yet is like it has its type of character. Like it is a shooter. It's a third person, and you could see like there's you know, special operative forces, but like since there's no real storyline on what's happening, it feels like there's just like they're giving you stuff and you're just like, well, okay, this is what's happening. But yeah, the artwork looks cool. I like it, but I think it's too cluttered. Maybe they could fix the text up, just something. I really don't have any ideas in place yet. But yeah, next, what I would want to see next, I would like to see the guns get tweaked a little bit, to be honest. The damage is weird. It's just they don't shoot properly, you know. Like for my crosshairs, like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But any inconsistency is not good. MP5 is just too strong still. Like I could fuck it. It's basically an assault rifle, in my opinion. They just gotta lower the damage a lot, and just make it better, man. They just gotta tighten the gun spread. Like that's all, the bullet spread. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week, boys and girls. The patch was cool. Obviously, you're not gonna see a lot of big changes, but the most important thing is that the animation stuff, the foundation is done, and now the work that's coming up should be awesome. I know what sucks is that we waited for this patch like really long, and a lot of people don't see a lot of changes, so it's disheartening for a lot of people who are really, you know, I felt like people felt misleaded when it came to the animations, because they thought like something they're gonna see totally different game. And I'm not gonna lie, me too. But you know, that doesn't mean that they're not gonna notice anything. You know, they're not gonna change anything, or you know, as long as we give them feedback and tell them what we want, we'll get it. So that's it for this week, boys and girls. You know, if you like the videos, give it a like and a thumbs up. Sub to the channel. You know, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/spab_rog, twitter.com/mrspab, and follow the Reddit, reddit.com/r/h_hour. And again, tell me what you guys want to see in the game. You know, I'm just here for news. I don't care if you want to flame in the comments. I don't care about thumbs down. You know, if you like the video, thumbs it up. But I'm just here for news. You know, again, guys, I'll see you next week. Peace.